have video of a fight online. It's breaking out on a flight that was heading to North Carolina. All right, we're going to go to CBS 17's Colleen Quigley. Colleen, you've got that video. You spoke to the person who took it. What exactly is going on?
Yeah, Angela, let me walk you through this. So this was on a flight heading to Charlotte when this fight broke out. The airline saying it was over somebody not following that mandatory face mask guideline. RDU airport officials telling us a lot of airlines tightening up their restrictions on those face masks on board. A brawl on board an American Airlines flight Monday bound for Charlotte caught on camera. The passenger who took this video said they were getting ready to take off from Las Vegas when the fight started. In a statement to CBS 17, American Airlines said a passenger failed to comply with the mandatory face covering policy. They were asked to leave the aircraft and became disruptive, resulting in an altercation with other passengers.
Make sure that you're complying with your particular airline's requirements before you travel, because they really are enforcing that now.
RDU officials say airlines are strengthening their mask policies during COVID-19. Some, like United, Delta, and American, have also banned face masks with valves or vents.
They've actually told some passengers they can't fly on their airline anymore if they won't wear a mask while they're on the flight.
The passenger who took this video said he was asked to move to this flight because it was less crowded. Earlier this summer, American Airlines started to book to capacity again, but others like JetBlue and Southwest continue to limit the number of passengers on board.
Some airlines are blocking middle seats, some are blocking seats around you immediately when you book a flight, so it really depends on the airline that you're traveling.
Inside RDU, they've stepped up cleaning and disinfecting and are giving away masks to people that don't have one or have one that doesn't follow their airline's rules. Well, back live now outside of RDU. I also learned today that some airlines are requiring passengers to undergo a temperature check or fill out a questionnaire about their health before boarding a flight. RDU officials suggest checking with your specific air carrier to learn what their requirements are before you head out to the airport. Reporting live at RDU, Colleen Quigley, CBS 17 News.
Ma'am, you need to have a mask on. You need to have the paper mask that they provided. It has, ma'am. I'm speaking to you, ma'am. Ma'am, I'm speaking to you. You have to wear your mask the whole entire flight. If you're unable to do so, you will be removed from the flight.
Delta 22, have we cleared cargo bin?
Thanks. Okay, you're done. Let's go. You're going to go on the aircraft. These guys are like,
idiots. Figured that was going to happen.
it's not that hard. You're getting off the aircraft. Please, come on. You're done. You're not going to speak to me like that. You have to comply. You agreed to this when you checked into our flight and you bought your ticket. So I need you to come off the aircraft at this time.
You need to come off the aircraft, okay? I was going to be like, with you. You got a bag up here? Yeah.
It's like
I got no place to go, you know?
It's like a blue to orange and pink.
It's in the next one down, sir.
This one?
Yes.
Go ahead and grab your stuff. This it?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
That's it.
A 2-year-old kicked off a flight. JetBlue removed a New York mother and her 6 children from the plane after the toddler refused to wear a face covering. Gio Benitez is at LaGuardia Airport with more. Good morning, Gio.
Hey, Michael, good morning to you. Yeah, on one hand, you have a strict face covering policy, and on the other, you have a mother who says she can't force a 2-year-old to wear a mask. Now this dilemma playing out right on video.
What you're doing is irrational.
Cameras rolling Wednesday as a mom is being told to get off a JetBlue flight from Orlando to Newark because her 2-year-old daughter would not wear a mask.
She's 2 years old. She's 2 years old. It's on your website.
I was so taken aback. I said, what did I do? Why?
Haya Bruck was traveling with her 6 kids when her youngest, Dina, just wouldn't wear that mask.
And she started crying. She didn't want to wear one. They said she has to wear it. It has to cover her nose and her mouth. I said, what am I supposed to do? Should I tie her hands and feet? Like, how am I supposed to force her to wear a mask?
Other passengers joining in to support her.
I stuck up for her.
Chardette Poinsett says when she did, her family was also kicked off the flight. JetBlue says she and others became uncooperative and they were issued a full refund and escorted from the gate.
They're trying to make it seem it's about my son because he was eating French fries boarding the plane and he didn't have a mask on.
JetBlue says it sends customers this email before the flight that reads, all travelers 2 years of age and older must wear a face covering, and that the policy was updated 2 weeks ago. But Bruck says the JetBlue website said this on Wednesday. Children who are not able to maintain a face covering are exempt from the requirement. If you had to do it all over again, would you travel now during the pandemic after this experience?
Absolutely not. It was extremely traumatizing for me and my family.
And JetBlue says that, the mother says that a JetBlue executive did call her to apologize. By the way, most major airlines do have similar policies in place, and the CDC says that children 2 and up should be wearing a face covering. Michael?
Well, it's hard with a 2-year-old, Gio. They call it terrible twos for a reason. The Navy SEAL who said he killed Osama bin Laden, he's making headlines for a picture that he posted.
Oh, he sure is. Let's go ahead and show you that picture, Michael. He posted it on Twitter on a Delta flight. You can see him right there. And he was seen on that flight not wearing a mask. He says his wife later deleted the photo from his account. Now he says Delta has banned him. Clearly, the airlines are taking this very, very seriously.
So ABC conducted an experiment trying to gauge how many people are wearing masks in airports. ABC's Gio Benitez has the results.
Scenes like this one are becoming more and more common on planes.
I'm sorry that you don't like it, but I don't like wearing a mask.
Some passengers refusing to comply with mandatory mask rules.
Well, I'm going to ask you to come off the aircraft.
But Dr. Henry Wu with Emory University's Travel Well Center says people need to be extra vigilant when hitting the skies. When you're at an airport, you really don't know where people are coming from.
This morning, though, we want to get to that airline confrontation caught on camera. A passenger forced off a crowded flight after refusing to wear a mask. American Airlines, just one of several major carriers rolling out strict new mask policies this week. Gio Benitez joins us with more on that. Gio, good morning.
Hey, wait, good morning to you. Yeah, airlines are now saying you must wear a mask if you're planning on boarding a plane, and they want you to keep it on. But one passenger refused to do just that. This morning, a battle over masks.
This is insane. Absolutely insane. So we don't even have a choice anymore.
That's political activist Brandon Straka refusing to wear his mask on a flight from New York's LaGuardia Airport to Dallas.
I'm just being told this is the law. I have to get off, but it's not the law.
This is what American follows. If you do not wear a mask, we're going to ask you to come off the aircraft. I'm asking you not to report me.
I'm sorry that you don't like it, but I don't like wearing a mask.
Well, I'm going to ask you to come off the aircraft.
American Airlines eventually kicking Straka off the flight, saying he refused to comply with the instructions provided by the flight crew.
You didn't even bother to ask me if I have a condition. Do you? I said yes. And she was like, well, do you have paperwork to prove it? And then I get kicked off the flight.
A source telling us Straka later claimed he couldn't wear a mask because of a medical condition. American says it cannot legally ask Straka to reveal that condition, and that he boarded the next flight without a mask. United, Delta, and American now say moving forward, they may ban passengers who refuse to wear face coverings, but that there are exceptions: kids, passengers eating and drinking, and those with medical conditions. Some passengers worry not enough is being done.
This is the safety issue of our generation. You cannot board an aircraft without having a mask on it.
And this is what Eric Cox saw at Charlotte Douglas International Airport in North Carolina.
There was no way to keep more than even 1 foot from anyone.
And industry leaders this morning say there's only one way to solve this problem, and it's by making face coverings the law. They are calling for a federal mandate. Michael?
All right, Gio, thing you need to protect yourself and others as well, in my opinion. But thank you so much for that.
Oh my! Yeah, there you go!
Arre!